MLB Network. And without further ado, I'd like to turn the microphone over to Mets General Manager Billy Epler.
Thanks, Ethan. And thanks, everybody, for being here today. I know a lot of people are making arrangements to head down to Florida, so appreciate the time. Today's a great day for our organization. To be able to, see a homegrown player, get to the big leagues is one thing. And to now be able to sign an extension and keep a homegrown player in our uniform just really adds the exclamation point to it all. When you are able to bring players through your system up to the big leagues, the connectivity that you feel in the organization and the morale that it kind of inspires, is a really strong feeling for everybody. So from the amateur scouting department, and actually Drew Toussaint's here. Drew was the scout that signed Jeff and is now our amateur scouting director. But from our scouting group to our player development, the amount of people that kind of put their hands on the player when they get to the big leagues, it takes a village to do it. And Jeff had the talent, the resolve to scratch, claw, fight through a lot of adversity, and to make it to this point. And this is a very well-deserved day for him. And Jeff, the player at the major league level, he helps make my job easier. I've said that a number of times. He makes Buck's job easier as well. You can put him in a number of spots in the lineup. He's reliable. He brings contact ability, the ability to make good decisions in the batter's box, good decisions on the bases, and plays outfield and infield at a very high level. So we're glad he's here, and look forward to having him here for many years to come. It's a great day for the Mets. So congrats to Jeff, Tatiana, Lucas with your new lid. We're excited. You'll be sticking around for the years to come. Thank you. Congratulations. Congrats, Jeff.
Thank you. Super excited. Big day for both me and my family, and just super excited to be a New York Met for extended period of time. I've spent my entire career here. Was drafted 12th round by Drew. So just want to say thanks for taking a shot on me. Appreciate it. I do want to thank Steve and Alex Cohen for their generosity and giving us this deal to be able to support our family for a long time. So thank you so much. I want to thank Billy in the front office. It was great working with them throughout this whole process. I want to thank my agents, Joe Longo and Garrett Parcell. You guys have been great so far, so thank you so much. I want to thank my parents and my family as well. Couldn't have done this without their support and countless hours, literally games, growing up, and just everything they've done for me. So I want to say thank you to them. Also want to thank my wife Tatiana. Couldn't have been done without her. We had a tough career in the minor leagues. Been through a lot. So couldn't have done it without her, and she's my rock.
Thank you, Billy and Jeff. We're going to open it up to questions and answers. Please state your name and affiliation.
Steve Gelbs, SNY. Jeff, congratulations. You mentioned working with Billy and the staff during this process. Just what was this process like? How long had you guys been in talks, and I guess how long had this been on your radar?
I think we got in talks, just after the arbitration deadline. We didn't come to an agreement, and I think it was discussed that an extension was to be had or to be possibly done on both ends, and it's fairly quick process. We got it done in a week or so, and happy. I'm going to be here for a while.
What was it about this team now and the direction it's heading that made you want to get this deal done and not see what was out there beyond this season?
I think it's starts with ownership. They want to put a winner on the field, and it's been pretty amazing to see what that's looked like the last few years. The free agents we're bringing in, the players we're investing in. So, I want to be a part of that. New York Mets is the only team I know. Been in the organization since 2013. So, that's where I want to be. New York is my home, and I'm super happy to be playing for these fans and playing for this team for years to come.
Bruce Beck, NBC4 New York. Jeff, how driven are you to win a championship here?
Very. I mean, I think that's every player's goal. So, we got to playoffs last year. It's not where we ultimately want to end up. We want to be a World Series contending team. So, I love what we've done this offseason. Brought in some amazing players, and I think we're going to be even better this year.
Tim Healy from Newsday. You mentioned, Jeff, the difficult minor league career. I was wondering, do you ever reflect on the journey of, say, the last 5 years when you were 26, repeating Double-A, had dealt with a bunch of injuries before that, to now this, batting title, this contract, and that kind of arc for you?
Yeah, absolutely. It was 26-year-old, in Double-A. Wasn't really sure where my career was going to go. Came off some injuries, and it all paid off. I was healthy in that year, and had a tremendous year. Actually, I think Pete Alonso had a lot to do with that too. Just playing with him, and we became good friends, and kind of pushing each other. That was huge. And but yeah, coming from that to the big leagues, and then winning a batting title, and then now this extension. Couldn't have dreamed it. I don't think it could have been any better than this. So super happy.
What's the deal with Lindor's car that he's supposed to give you?
I knew that was coming eventually. Still don't have a car, so we'll see what happens in spring training.
Anthony DiComo, MLB.com. It could have been 2 years of a lot of questions, and you've seen other guys, what's going to happen when you hit free agency, that sort of thing. How much of a relief is it now to just sort of know where you are and not have to deal with all of that over the next couple of years?
Yeah, it's a huge relief for me. It's kind of plays into being 26 in Double-A, and wondering if you're ever going to get paid in this game, and it's tough and it's frustrating sometimes, and especially with the years I've had. I've been playing some really good baseball, and just to be able to get those years of free agency, taken care of. It's a huge relief to me. I can go out there every single day, play the good baseball I know I'm capable of, and know my family's taken care of at the same time. So, still going to be, extremely driven. Still going to work hard every single day, and be the best baseball player I can be.
Disha Thosar at Fox Sports for Billy. And getting this contract extension done so smoothly with Jeff, does it make you want to turn your attention to other players, namely Pete Alonso, to try to get that discussion going?
Yeah. Much like you were expecting a question, I was expecting that one. During the Ottavino and Narvaez press conference, I kind of made a point that we weren't going to talk about any player or employee-related matters. I totally get you asking the question. I really don't want to have our kind of our business out on the street. I don't think it's fair to the people involved. So I wouldn't say, but I totally get the question.
Lloyd Carroll from the Queens Chronicle, kind of piggybacking on Anthony's question. I was curious if seeing the travails that your former teammate Michael Conforto went through as he was approaching free agency, if that was an impetus, if that was a factor, if it was on your mind in getting this deal done.
No, it wasn't on my mind. I think, that's a possibility for, any player, going in free agency, and, injuries happen. So, it is tough. But, I thought right now, what's best for me and my family was, to take care of them. And, this deal was able to do that. So, I'm no regrets with my decision, and, super happy to be a Met for a long time.
Mike Puma, New York Post. Jeff, I'll just bounce the question as to Billy your way a little bit. Pete's kind of contract-wise, the same spot you were before this deal, as far as 2 years away from free. Are you concerned at all that the longer it goes with him, that he'll go to free agency? Would as his friend and teammate, would you hope he gets something locked up beforehand?
Yeah, Pete is one of my best friends on the team, and coming up through the minor leagues, I love playing with him. He's a tremendous teammate and a fantastic player. I'm not sure exactly where he stands on that kind of contract. So I'm not sure if he wants to test free agency or what his decision is. So I'm just going to leave that up to him and his representatives.
And have you been given any parameters yet on what kind of car you can pick?
Not sure yet. So I did send Lindor a pretty good video of some very nice cars the other day. So I'm sure if it's any one of those, I'm sure it'll be up to my standards.
Great. Before we break off to the one-on-one sessions where Jeff will be in the back of the room for the televisions and Billy will be over here with the beat writers, we'd like to bring up Tatiana Lucas